Hey guys, what's up? So the verses I was gonna post, I'll try to post next week. My voice is still pretty messed up, and I just feel like it wasn't the best idea to post that. And and a review will also be coming next week, or maybe earlier. I'm not sure. In the movie Revenge of the Sith, Kit Fisto was killed very quickly by Palpatine. In the book, however, he lasts a little bit longer and is able to keep up with Palpatine and Mace for a little bit longer, and isn't killed until he senses Anakin. And today I'm going to switch things up and go by the book. Kit Fisto knew the galaxy's fate would be decided by this battle. He found the willpower to keep up with two of the greatest duelists the galaxy had ever seen. They moved through the rooms of the Senate office, pressing Palpatine. Palpatine knew that he could kill Kit, and Kit knew it too, that a simple Form 1 could only do so much. Palpatine's speed and ferocity was unlike anything Kit had ever seen. But him and Mace were a great duo, both being well-rounded fighters with great offensive capabilities as well as defensive. Kit was so distraught by the death of his fellow council members, two of the most powerful Jedi in the Order were helpless to his attacks. Kit thought as he was kicked into a wall. He got up, jumping and flipping around Palpatine as Mace pressed onwards with his attack. Palpatine wasn't used to being on the back pedal like this. Kit thought about what he said before, that he really wished Yoda or Obi-Wan came along with them. They eventually made their way to the window. This had to end now. The two Jedi started a blade lock with Palpatine. Then they pushed the saber from his hand, and Mace kicked him down as he crawled to the corner of the window frame as Anakin walked in. Fisto was surprised. He knew Anakin didn't listen to the council, but a direct order this important was new for Anakin. Was the chosen one here to end this, Kit thought? His demeanor seems defensive and not of us, Kit realized. The conversation is the same as it was in the original timeline. Then Palpatine shoots Force Lightning at both Jedi. This is much easier to resist with two Jedi. Mace pushes closer and closer. Palpatine ramps up his strength, pushing Mace back a bit. Palpatine would talk less as the two Jedi were more of a threat if Anakin didn't step in. Skywalker, this is your chance to fulfill the prophecy, said Kit. Don't let him deceive you. Kit yelled. Both Mace and Kit were exhausted, and Palpatine grew tired as well. So he used even stronger Force Lightning, pushing Mace back again. But Kit holds his ground. Palpatine force pushed Kit away and uses all of his Force Lightning on Mace, who blocks, but is incredibly strained. He begins to go on one knee in this struggle while Palpatine starts standing up, until he hears a loud yell and sees Kit Fisto jump at him with his blade pointed at his chest. Palpatine reached out with the Force and choked Kit in mid-air. He dropped his lightsaber as it deactivated. He threw Kit back and held him in place. Kit closed his eyes, preparing for what would come next. He used his experience in telekinesis to silently lift the hilt of his lightsaber off of the ground before it cut off the arm of Palpatine, who screamed in pain, stopping his Force Lightning as Mace struck at Palpatine. His blade pierced the heart of the soon-to-be Emperor. Mace deactivated his blade and it retracted from the Sith Lord's body. A big amount of energy knocked them all back. Palpatine fell over dead. No! No! Anakin screamed as he fell onto his knees. Mace ran to Kit's side, helping him get up. They planned to leave immediately. Mace and Kit looked at Anakin. Mace would say, I thank you for your service to the galaxy in finding out the true identity of the Sith Lord. But why do you mourn at his death? He was the only one who could help me, Anakin said. Seems like matters the council should discuss, Kit decided. The Jedi Council would have an immediate meeting. Yoda would be both relieved and proud, and furious at Mace's rashness in rushing a Sith Lord. They agreed they should confess to what they did. Mace and Kit would have to stand trial. They all agreed their next moves would be chosen with extreme caution. The council would keep a close eye on Anakin after his actions, as he was a friend of Anakin, and they had concluded Palpatine was seducing him to the dark side. Anakin would be checked on by Yoda and Obi-Wan about what his intentions were. He would admit the truth to them, and they explained that death was inevitable, and something you can't control, but you can control how you react to it, and that the dark side grew powerful from death and destruction, while the light grew from peace and life. They reasoned with Anakin, asking him if someone had the power to immortality, wouldn't it be the Jedi? And Yoda would tell him about a certain trick that he had learned. Yoda would send Anakin and Obi-Wan to Mustafar to catch Newt Gunray and the other Separatist leaders after they found Palpatine's past hollow transmissions. Newt was the last person, other than Maul, who had a real connection to Sidious. Maul would be delivered to the Jedi Temple. They would go before the Senate and expose Palpatine. The overwhelming evidence would be undeniable, and for once would bring a sense of unity to the Republic. The Republic would choose Bail Organa as its next Chancellor, and take away the excessive powers that the position of office once held. The Republic was learning from its lessons. Ahsoka returns to the Jedi, as she had hinted to Yoda. Peace was brought between the Separatists and Republic. The most important figures would be ones such as Padme, Amidala, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Grand Master Yoda. Anakin would stay in the Order and be granted the rank of Master. He would work with Yoda in controlling his emotions regarding his attachments to his family. Him and Padme would discuss the future of their children. The Jedi would be happy to have them in the Order, but Padme wanted them to have normal lives, or at least get to choose theirs, so they would wait until the children would decide for themselves. The Jedi would win their case and decide to help the Republic better itself after the Sith destroyed it. However, they would once again spread themselves out more. In prison, Maul would be relieved at the death of Sidious, but still would be angered by Obi-Wan prevailing and ending the Clone Wars. The Separatist leaders would also be in prison for a very long time. One day, the man who would become the Grand Inquisitor would free them, and his followers, other disillusioned Jedi, and Jedi who wanted to become Dark Jedi, helped him and escaped to the unknown regions, waiting to make their next move. What do you guys think of this what if? Because originally I was going to take this pretty much around the, first I was just going to make it kind of short, and I really didn't like the story where it was, and I decided to change it like a week ago or so, and then I was going to have it go down the path of what if Mace Windu killed Sidious, and that'll be its own different what if eventually, and I like this one. Tell me what you guys think about it, though, in the comments down below, and have a good day, and I will see you guys later. May the Force be with you. Bye.